guys, welcome back to Nikel's Food for the Soul. Guys, happy Sober Sunday. I'm Sheikah Brown, and you're watching Nikel's Food for the Soul. So today I will be making, I told you guys in the taping yesterday, I will be showing you guys how to make a sober Caribbean style Sunday, baby. You know, I try to get a little Caribbean, left my hair up, you know, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know how they dance. Anyway, so I actually started already, and these are, I'm soaking salami beans because this recipe calls for, I'm turning this down over here. The recipe called for adding butter beans in the end of the Caribbean Jamaican style beef oxtails. You can use, if you don't know how to make butter beans, you can use canned beans. But I like to make my butter beans from scratch. So that's why, and I soak them in water for at least an hour to just get to clean it pretty good. I had cleaned and seasoned my beef oxtails in here real quick, and you guys will have it down in the description right below the like, subscribe, comment button, share please. I will have the ingredients, but in here I have some meat brownie sauce. I use some allspice, and I have my Caribbean traditional oxtail seasoning. In the oxtail seasoning you would do, and I also have some Jamaican seasoning in here as well. Also, I have minced garlic. I have green scallions. I have, you can use either bonnet pepper or habanero pepper. So I have some diced habanero pepper in here as well, with some soy sauce, a Worcestershire sauce, and brown sugar. So what I'm going to start off by doing is browning the oxtail. As you can hear, the grease over here nice and popping and popping. And for the butter beans, because I have to stir it up, in here I just have some chops of bacon pieces and some onions. I like to actually get that flavor in here. I'm going to turn this down now. I'm going to start on this since it's starting a little faster. I do my butter beans. I use beef, not beef, but chicken broth or vegetable broth. Because, I mean, you can use water, but I like to use the broth because, of course, I told you guys before, if you use the broth, it's less seasoning you would have to use. So, I'm using the broth instead of water. I don't have to season. I would normally season if I was making butter beans by itself. I would normally season them a little more and different, but because they're actually going into the oxtails, they don't need to be that seasoned because a lot of seasoning gonna be in the oxtail. So I'm just gonna get a good sear or browning on here. Watch that splash that. And you want to brown them in the same pan that you're going to let them cook in. I'm going to brown them for about 3 minutes on each side. I want a good browning. The little ones, you don't really require browning, but I like to still do it. So I'm just put a good layer in here as much as I can. Oh, that's a big one right here. I actually need to move, but it's already started. I need to get this big one in. Let's see, can I fit it in? So I'm a brown. I have a couple more pieces. So what I'm going to do is brown and sear these on each side for 3 to 4 minutes. And once I do that, and I'm going to put on the butter beans, When I come back, I'm going to show you guys the other ingredients to go ahead and get them started for the slow cook process. So stay tuned. As you see, it don't take much browning. That's why you use the browning sauce. It helps to brown. It looks good already. Can you guys just, I want you to smell it. Oh, smell it. Smell the vision. Okay, so I took those out, and as you can see already, I put in the butter beans. So I'm gonna let them do their thing. I still have this cooking because right now I'm gonna show you guys how to build the broth that you're going to actually finish letting the oxtails slow cook for 2 hours in. If you can, go 3. If you have a pressure cooker, it only take like 45 minutes to an hour. But if you're doing stovetop, at least 2.5 to 3 hours. So I'm gonna saute the onions. I don't know how my heat got down. And I'm using it, like I told you guys, use the same pan or pot that you use, because all of the ooey gooey from the searing the oxtail at the bottom, that's why you want to use a wooden spoon, so you can scrape that up. But this is a good non-sticking pan, so none really get stuck. I'm gonna throw in carrots later, because I don't want them to. No, I'm gonna throw in the carrots now with the onions. Okay, so after I do that, I'm gonna let the onions become tender, and the carrots kind of get infused in all the flavors. The pan is hot, so after this, once the carrots become tender to touch, shaky, 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 shaky. As you see, I'm going to throw in some more green scallions and some habanero pepper. You building flavor. You building flavor, and you're building, as you can see, colors. That look like a nice little warm spring salad already. So when I do that, I'm gonna add in some minced garlic. You never want to add your garlic in first with your onions, because garlic brown really fast, especially if it's sitting in a pan by itself. So make sure you add the garlic after you build all the other ingredients. Now once you do that, I just want to taste it. You get about a tablespoon of fresh, not fresh, but dry thyme. I didn't have as much as I want. Even if you don't like ketchup, guys, don't skip out on the ketchup. Just get about 2 tablespoons, depending on how many neck bones oxtails you cooking. That's how much you'll use. You see how it's building flavor and it's building color. You're almost making a stock. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add back the main ingredients, the star of this party. I'm adding back in the oxtails. You got some baby ones. They're so cute. I love little things. And I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit. Low to medium. So you just keep adding until, I'm going to try to do this the easier way, because y'all know I'm not going to let none of that ooey goo go away. Y'all already know this. Okay? So, it's already pretty much coming together. And the last thing you want to do to top off this party is you add beef broth. Some people add water, but again, if you add water, all of those flavors you just built, it would take away some of the flavors. So I add beef broth. If you have to sacrifice, compromise, or whatever, and work with what you have in your pantry, and you have to use water, I just hope to God you have those little beef cubes. And I don't want to butcher the name, because I will. Beef Buddha. Bouillon. Say it for me, baby.
Bouillon.
There you go. I'll butcher the mess out of that. So, to keep from doing all of that, just beef broth is only like $1 in the store. So, there you have it. You just build your flavors and your broth. Now, the only thing you got to do is let it come together and be delicious. So this is gonna cook for about 2 hours. The butter beans is gonna be ready before then. I'm gonna turn them off before they get about 30 to 40 minutes done, because then I'm gonna add the butter beans over in it and let it finish cooking. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to create the gravy. If Mama V's not here by then I will show you guys how to do the steamed cabbages. So don't worry, I still got steamed cabbages coming. And I was thinking about plantains. I'm going to see about that. But we're going to bring this dish together. So 2 hours, guys. Don't touch or stir occasionally. But other than that, we're gonna have a delicious Jamaican Caribbean Sunday soul food dish. Stay tuned. Guys, it's been 3 hours later. Miss B wasn't able to show up, so I went ahead and I did the steamed cabbage, because Miss B showed you guys how to do the steamed cabbage. I showed you guys how to do the steamed collards. So over here, I already did the steamed cabbage. Excuse me. I'm gonna use some just regular jasmine rice, just something to salt all of that goodness ooey gooey up. And I already took off the oxtails with the butter beans and the carrots and a little gravy. I was going to do fried plantains, but I'll save it for another day, because it's been a long, exhausting Sunday and we're ready to eat. And I know usually Jamaican Caribbean, you have cocoa bread, but I'm allergic to coconut. So I can't make the cocoa bread, but that's a dish that you guys can incorporate it with your Jamaican Caribbean style meal. It's easy. Just get some coconut milk, flour. I can give you guys the recipe, but I just don't make it. So we're just gonna do regular bread. But at least we got our Caribbean Jamaican style oxtails going on. I can make a quick plate for you guys. I don't think hubby ready to eat quite right now, so I'm gonna make me a small plate. I don't eat that much, but I'm hungry. That should be enough. Probably say a small plate. That look big. Yeah, no, it's small. And I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'll probably just get me, I'm gonna get a big one. Make sure I get me some of that bean. And you guys can actually turn this into an oxtail, Caribbean style oxtail stew. As you can see, it pretty much has some of the stew look to it. I like the little small pieces. And it's so tender, guys. It's, as you see, look. I love tender meat. I had to show you. You see how far I'm not the bone? It fall off the bone. I'm gonna put that little bone right on right now. And I'm gonna get me a lot of juice, because you guys know I like it saucy. I'm trying not to get the bigger pieces of meat so I can leave that for Dad and hubby. So there you have it. And I'm still eating. I'm gonna get me a little cabbage. So just put it right here on the side. And that's all that meat in this cabbage. There you go. That's a quick meal. Not gonna try to fix it up with all that extra stuff. Welcome to Jamaica, man. I'm ready to eat. I can't wait. I'm still here. Oh, I know the camera is back on me. But ready to eat. Quick. Well, not quick, but oxtail, let them slow cook for about 3 hours total. 2 hours in, as you guys see, I made my butter beans from scratch. But if you use the canned butter beans, it won't take it away. I just like to add my own flavors. At least 30-45 minutes into the oxtail being done, you want to make sure you drain the butter beans and then put them in within the last 30-45 minutes. Carrots, I kind of dumped them in the beginning. You guys saw, because I'm not a carrot eater. My husband loves them. That's why I put them in there. But you guys can do without the carrots if you don't want them. So I have the recipe in the bottom. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I will be trying to bring you guys different. I'm trying to go international this week. So I think I'm going to do Asian for Wednesday. Or Mexican. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. So stay tuned for the Wednesday show. And for these Friday or Saturday show. This week is going to be all about taking you international during this pandemic. So stay tuned. Continue to watch, like, subscribe. Love you guys. Hopefully Miss V will be here soon. Stay tuned. Make sure you follow all my social media. I already told you, Nikhil's Creative Catering. Thank you guys. Happy Sunday. Until next time. Bye.